We begin with breaking news at 6. We have confirmed a police officer is in the hospital right now after he was shot inside DeKalb County. Thanks for staying with us at 6. I'm Sharon Reed.
And I'm Sean Gables in for Thomas tonight. This is what we know so far. It happened just within the last 45 minutes near I-20 and Candler Road. Chopper 46 is live over the scene where you see a heavy police presence. We're told more than 12 officers and their cars are there now, blocking and restricting traffic in the area where the incident took place. We have been asking questions with the GBI. They're not involved at this point in the investigation, but at least the DeKalb Police Department is telling us that they're not going to release any details yet, but they have confirmed that an officer there was shot at I-20 and Candler Road.
Yeah, you can see that massive police response. Chopper 46 has been on the scene for many minutes, tens of minutes, if you will, since we first learned of this police shooting. Again, a police officer shot right now inside Grady Hospital. So big this scene is, there's now a media staging area that's being set up in the parking lot there of the Piggly Wiggly establishment. As soon as our crews arrive on scene, we've got triple team coverage for you. Again, Vince Sims is at the hospital monitoring the officer's condition. We have Haley Mason and Brittany Miller both working their sources, both trying to figure out what happened at the scene.
So just to reiterate, if you're just joining us right now, if you are anywhere in DeKalb County near I-20 and Candler Road, this is an area that you will want to avoid, a very heavy police presence. We've been covering officer-involved shooting. We don't know the details of this yet, but we do know that there have been 88 so far. But this one is, all we've been told is that one officer has been shot. We've been given no details about his condition, what led up to why he was shot. And we do know that he was sent to Grady Hospital, but his condition is unknown at this hour.
Yeah, and so we do have some key questions, if you will. Again, triple team coverage, our reporters working the scene, our assignment desk also working their sources, but we do want to know why, and perhaps it's a reasonable explanation, why GBI has not yet gotten the call to officially get on the scene of this, because of course that's protocol.
Right, and you and I, we've covered these stories before, and especially when it comes to an officer involved shooting, typically GBI is one of the first to get called and take part in that investigation. We are asking why GBI is not involved at this hour, but if you're watching, of course we've been following, this is trending on Twitter right now. There are the families who are involved in this, in terms of they know the officer. We're not giving that officer's name yet because it has not been officially released, but a lot of concern with the DeKalb County Police Department, the community there concerned about this, and obviously a heavy police presence that has shut down traffic on Candler Road. So again, if you are just joining us, we are following a breaking story that is developing where an officer has been shot. He's been sent to Grady, but we do not know his condition yet.
And as Sean said, a lot of concern, as you might imagine, with that massive department, the DeKalb County. One of their officers shot here. We're working to learn the condition, but also Atlanta police were learning none of their officers in need of any assistance, that's the word, but they did assist in that transport to Grady. They do so many of those high-profile emergency care cases, shooting victims, if you will.
So, and you see Chopper 46 is now hovered just above the scene where we understand that this is the staging area at a Piggly Wiggly grocery store. That staging area is for them to eventually give the press an update on what has caused this situation. But obviously there must be great concern. There's speculation on my part by saying this, but when you see a dozen police officers,
more perhaps even by now,
and blocking traffic and surveilling the area, we are seeing on Twitter, at least it's trending, that the officers are looking for a suspect. That is unconfirmed information at this time. All that we know from DeKalb Police Department is that an officer has been shot, but no details as to why. Was this a routine traffic stop, or what led up to the situation? But clearly, one person, that officer has been shot. He's at Grady Hospital.
And the vantage point has changed here, but now we're back to officers on foot. Looks like several of them have flashlights going. We'll confirm that with our ground crews. Again, triple team coverage for you. Vince Sims is at Grady Hospital right now working to learn more about who this officer is, the officer's condition, that's top of mind, of course, and the response, because of course family's going to be notified. They'll head to that scene. And then on the scene of this police shooting are Brittany Miller, Haley Mason, already trying to uncover more, investigate the circumstances of this one as we continue to watch Chopper 46 live over the scene and many officers on foot, many more patrol cars. You see the lights going.
What you don't see from Chopper 46, and that's the other part of this story, and that is what's developing outside of Grady Hospital, where the officer that has been injured has been transported to the hospital. We're going to get to Vince Sim at some point in the show. Definitely have an update on our website and our CBS 46 app. But the concern now is to find out the condition of that officer.